KSI vs Tommy Fury will for sure be one of the biggest fights of the year. And although the fight will do good, the real question is who wins? Well, today I will answer that question. The result may surprise you. Now sit back, relax, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more content like this. Now let's begin. KSI's fight style. KSI had different fight styles throughout his boxing journey. First one is a brawler. Second one is a karate fighter. But today I will talk about his current style. Here KSI came out throwing jabs and feints. Although KSI style is good, he often punches opponents in the back of the head. KSI throws a straight right hand to a body, then tries to go for another hand, but Joe successfully clinches. Here we can say KS is switching angles and cutting his opponent. That makes Joe confused and he tries to throw a jab, but KSI connects with an overhand. KSI then tries to connect with an overhand again, but Joe successfully counters with a left hook. After that, KSI realizes that he is predictable, so now he starts throwing more feints and jabs. In second round, KSI came out throwing jabs to the head and body. Here Joe successfully jabs KSI, and here is what KSI has to say about that.
At that point, I knew, okay, I jabbed when I jabbed. So all I did was just make a little adjustment. And when I went to jab him again, I simply just caught his jab while jabbing at the same time.
KSI tries to throw a jab, but Joe catches him with an overhand.
At this point, I feel like I've hit him to the body enough for him to think that's just what I'm going to continue to do. And that's when I switched it up. I was like, alright, time to hit him to the head, and I went with an overhand. Boom!
Plan of KSI in this fight was to come out throwing jabs and feints, masking his overhand, and when it's time to throw that overhand and knock out Joe Fournier, which he did. Tommy Fury's fight style. Tommy Fury came out with double jab, and Jake with diving and clinching. Tommy's plan was to control his opponent with a jab and drive him to the ropes. After taking a few punches from Tommy, Jake finally calmed him down. In the middle of the round, Jake connects with an overhand. This is a major gap in Tommy's defense. After that, Tommy started attacking near the ropes, and because of that, he was able to connect with a powerful combination at the end of the round. In the second round, Tommy came out throwing jabs. After realizing that he will miss more, Jake starts hitting only the body. After eating a few jabs, Jake starts catching Fury with a hook. In third round, Tommy came out throwing fights, but Jake was still able to catch Tommy with pure timing. Fourth round was the best round for Tommy Fury, but still Jake didn't back down. The fifth round was the round in which Jake got his comeback. Tommy was visibly tired, and Jake used that to land heavy blows. In sixth round, Tommy was catching Jake with jabs, hooks, and even uppercuts. In seventh round, Fury was more active than in previous two rounds. He was throwing powerful and fast combinations. Because Fury landed more punches, this is his round. Madness continued in the eighth round, in which Paul was able to drop Tommy Fury. While Tommy was trying to cross his distance, he didn't step right on his foot, and that's why Paul's jab was an auto drop him. In the end, Fury won on points, by split decision. Tommy's plan was to control Jake with jab and create opening for powerful and fast combinations, which he did. KSI versus Tommy Fury. In this matchup we have a attacking and pressing fighter in KSI and classical and technical boxer in Tommy Fury. KSI's main advantage is his speed and power. Meanwhile, Tommy is more skilled and experienced fighter. Although they both have their advantages, they also have their disadvantages. KSI's disadvantage is his defense. In the last fight he fought with his shins down. If he does that in his fight with Tommy, won't last long. Tommy also needs to work on his defense, because in his fight with Jake he ate a lot of overhands, and KSI likes to throw overhands. He also needs to work on his stamina, because in his fight with Jake, he got hurt in the fifth round. If KSI works more on his defense and on his technique, so that he doesn't elbow people or punch them in the back of the head, he might be able to do some real damage and might even win the fight. If he doesn't do that, he will lose. In order for Tommy Fury to win, all he needs to do is work more on his cardio and stamina and also his defense. If he does that and adds a little more different combinations, he will for sure win. I think they will both come out throwing jabs and fights. KSI will try to go for a knockout, throwing a lot of overhands and dangerous punches, but Tommy will weather the storm and outbox KSI. In the end, it will be a split decision win for Tommy TNT Fury. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. We would appreciate you subscribing and liking this video. See you all in the next video.